Hello everyone, my name is Animesh Sen and today I am going to deliver a presentation on the topic Social Cost Benefit Analysis from the subject Project Management. What is Social Cost Benefit Analysis? To reflect the real value of a project to society, we must consider the impact of the project on society. Thus, we evaluate a project from the viewpoint of the society or economy as a whole. It is called Social Cost Benefit Analysis. Scope of SCBA. SCBA can be applied to both public and private investments. Public investments. SCBA is important especially for the developing countries where government plays a significant role in the economic development. Private investment. Here SCBA is also important as the private investments are to be approved by various governmental and quasi-governmental agencies. Objectives of SCBA. Economic benefits of the project in terms of shadow prices. The impact of the project on the level of savings and investments in the society. The impact of the project on the distribution of income in the society. The contribution of the project towards the fulfillment of certain merit wants, self-sufficiency, employment, etc. Significances of SCBA. CBA is unable to reflect social values. Hence, SCBA has been emerged with some interesting significances. These significances also make the SCBA different from the CBA. Market imperfections, externalities, taxes and subsidies, concern for savings, concerns for distribution, merit wants. Importance of SCBA, public, public investments. SCBA is important especially for developed countries where government plays a significant role in economic development. Private investments. SCBA is important as private investments are to be approved by various governmental and quasi-governmental agencies. Advantages of SCBA. The ability to identify the projects that maximize the welfare of the country. The ability to objectively assess and qualify the purpose projects in relation to community needs. Exposure of the basis of decision making for projects and opportunity for public criticism. Ability to rank and prioritize limited resources so that the maximum benefit is realized. Here are some disadvantages. Difficulty in measuring social costs and benefits and converting them into monetary term. Overstatement of the value of social benefits, complexity, and conflict between social welfare and financial justification. Here are the approaches to SCBA. Towards the end of the 1960s and 1970s, two principal approaches for social cost benefit analysis emerged. They are number one, UNIDO approach, and second, LM approach. UNIDO approach. This approach is mainly based on the publication of United Nations Industrial Development Organization. UNIDO guidelines provide a framework for appraisal of projects and examine their desirability and merit. Desirability examined from various angles. Financial profitability of utilization of domestic resources, savings and consumption pattern, income distribution, production of merit and demerit goods. The UNIDO method of project appraisal involves 5 stages. First stage is calculation of the financial profitability of the project measured at market prices. Second is obtaining the net benefit of the project measured in items of economic prices. Third is the adjustment for the impact of the project on savings and investment. Fourth is adjustment for the impact of the project on income distribution. And lastly, adjustment for the impact of the project on merit goods and merit whose social values differ from their economic value. LM approach. IMD Little and J.A. Mirrlees have developed this approach for analysis of social cost benefit analysis. The core of this approach is that the social cost of using a resource in developing countries differs widely from the price paid for it. Hence, it requires shadow prices to denote the real value of a resource to society. Here are a few features of LM approach. LM numeraire is present uncommitted social income, opt for savings as the yardstick of their entire approach, rejects the consumption numeraire of UNIDO approach, measures cost and benefits in terms of international or border prices. Here are a few differences between UNIDO and LM approach. UNIDO approach measures costs and benefits in terms of domestic rupees. whereas LM approach measures costs and benefits in terms of international prices, also referred to as border prices. Second, UNIDO approach measures costs and benefits in terms of consumption, whereas the LM approach measures cost and benefits in terms of uncommitted social income. And lastly, the stage by stage analysis recommended by UNIDO approach focuses on efficiency, savings, and redistribution considerations in different stages. The LM approach tends to view these considerations together. That would be all. Thank you.